It's Aylis here, and we're going to make some pew pew while we talk. It's been a while since I've been back in Skyrim. I've been testing out a lot of mods, but there's been nothing of note lately, nothing real interesting. But speaking of the modding community, all Bethesda games have always had an amazing modding community. There are people who are so dedicated to it. And I have personally, financially supported a lot of modders that I am fond of through donations. Now, I have never, outright paid for a mod, but I have from time to time, hit a donate button here or there. So recently, via Steam, we were able to start purchasing mods. They actually were coming up with a paid mod area, and let's be honest, most people get their stuff from the Nexus. They don't get it from the official store or anything like that. But it was a nice option for people who put a lot of work into it for them to get paid. I see no problem with the modding community getting paid. None whatsoever. What I and several other people had a problem with was the fact that they were going to be making so little of the pie. Now, the mod authors were only going to be getting 25% of what you were paying for mods through the workshop, and that's a little low. No matter how you look at it, that's a little low. Now, Bethesda put out a blog post saying they were, headshot, very excited about using the mods and getting them going in this little the paid area. But the truth of it is that they just shut it down after like a week because the community was so dead set against it. Now, I think shutting it down might have been a little premature. And I think that when they released it, it was a little premature. There should have been more discussion with the community. We're not like most game communities. People who enjoy Bethesda games and mods tend to be very close-knit with each other and very vocal about the game we love. Skyrim's been out for a long time, and here I am playing it. Ooh. If they would have talked to us about it earlier, and we would have seen the figures, maybe some adjustments could have been made beforehand, and it wouldn't gotten so bashed by the community that the only option really was to shut it down. Now, I think the shutdown may have been a little premature, too. I mean, we're happy to pay for mods if they're very good. Falscar comes to mind. I'm excited to do all of Falscar with this playthrough, and I gladly would have paid for it because it's like a full expansion. Why wouldn't you pay for an expansion for a game that you're enjoying? But, so they shut it down altogether rather than kind of going back and forth and trying to figure out how best to handle things. They just shut it off. And I think we may have made an error by pushing back as far as we did against it, saying that we would never support it just because the mod authors weren't making as much as we thought they deserved. And Bethesda had a good point, too. Some of the money was getting taken by Steam, because they're the ones hosting where the exchange is going. And as somebody who runs websites for a living, I know how expensive it can be to run something small, let alone host something like a bunch of mods that can be downloaded. So I understand them getting a little piece of the pie. And Bethesda was also getting a large chunk because it's their IP. I mean, it's their game. We're using their resources to do it. Yes, they should get some of it. But when everything combined ends up with the authors making so little for their hard work, that's where we take issue. And I don't know, if maybe there are some adjustments that could have been made here or there rather than shutting the whole thing down. I do encourage you, if you are a big mod user and you... Oh, that was a good shot. If you're a big mod user and you are frequently getting mods from the same people, I encourage you to donate to them if they have a button put up to do so, because they've put a lot of work into these things that we love, and there's nothing wrong with them getting paid for their time. A lot of them are people who have regular jobs outside of this, and this is just what they do because they love it and they enjoy it. And I think there's nothing wrong with making a little money off of it. I make money as a writer, but I get to write about things that I really enjoy, and that is the best part of it. People who are YouTubers and make money here or there off of it, I don't begrudge them. I'm happy for them. I'm happy that they get to do something they love and make money doing it. And that's the best way to make a living. So I hope that even if there are no more plans for a paid mod section anytime in the near future, that you do consider, even if it's just enough to buy a cup of coffee, donating something to your favorite mod authors. People like Eleonora, I would support over and over and over again because her mods are always, always, always good. They're a wonderful addition to the community. The people who made things like this Sky UI that I'm using now, it's something beautiful. It's something that adds so much to the game and would be worth paying for. I have talked so much that we have gotten through this whole dungeon already. We are right east of Whiterun. Just messing around, having some fun, enjoying ourselves. I'm out with Thaden again, and he's gonna fall off the cliff, ain't he? Well, that was unfortunate. We can adjust. You are carrying too much. That's okay. Thaden can help me. Thaden's got my back. I need better arrows. I'm using the ancient Nord arrows now. I've got nothing else. I've got nothing else going on right now. Hold my dragon bits. Sounds a little dirty, doesn't it?
Lead on then.
I will not be downloading any of those mods because YouTube is a semi-family friendly area of the internets. Alright. So, we just did the whole dungeon here, and I enjoy talking to you guys. So, we finished White River Watch, and I'm going to go see what else I can get myself into. I would love to know your thoughts on the whole paid mods, and if it has a place in our community or not, if you would pay for one, or if you've ever considered donating for a mod. Let me know, and we'll keep talking below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!